Nurturing supportive friendships. In our journey to self-acceptance, one of the most important aspects we must consider is the role of supportive friendships in our lives. Nurturing relationships with friends who uplift us, encourage us, and accept us for who we are is essential for our emotional well-being. These friendships can provide us with a sense of belonging, understanding, and companionship that is crucial for our self-esteem and confidence. Hello there, and welcome to the Circle. When it comes to nurturing supportive friendships, it is important to remember that quality is more important than quantity. Surrounding ourselves with a few close friends who truly care about us and support us unconditionally is far more valuable than having a large group of acquaintances. These close friendships are the ones that will stand by us through thick and thin, offering a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a hand to hold when we need it most. Building and maintaining supportive friendships requires effort and intentionality. We must be willing to invest time and energy into these relationships, showing up for our friends when they need us and being there to celebrate their successes. Communication is key in nurturing supportive friendships, as open and honest conversations can deepen our connections and strengthen our bonds with one another. It is also important to set boundaries in our friendships, as healthy relationships require mutual respect and understanding. We must be willing to communicate our needs and expectations to our friends, while also being receptive to their needs and boundaries. By creating a safe and respectful space for each other, we can foster a sense of trust and security in our friendships that will help them thrive. Ultimately, nurturing supportive friendships is a vital part of our journey to self-acceptance. By surrounding ourselves with friends who lift us up, inspire us, and love us unconditionally, we can create a positive and empowering support system that will help us navigate life's challenges and celebrate its joys. Remember, we are stronger together, and together we can conquer anything that comes our way. Setting boundaries with toxic relationships. Setting boundaries with toxic relationships is crucial in maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. As women, we often find ourselves giving too much of ourselves to people who drain us rather than uplift us. It's important to recognize when a relationship is toxic and to take the necessary steps to protect yourself. One of the first steps in setting boundaries with toxic relationships is recognizing the signs of toxicity. This can include feeling drained or anxious after interacting with a certain person, constantly feeling criticized or belittled, or feeling like you have to walk on eggshells around them. Trust your instincts and pay attention to how you feel when you're around this person. If something doesn't feel right, it's time to reassess the relationship. Once you've identified a toxic relationship, it's important to communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Let the person know how their behavior makes you feel and what you need in order to feel safe and respected in the relationship. Be firm in your boundaries and don't be afraid to enforce consequences if they are crossed. Remember, it's not selfish to prioritize your own well-being. It's also important to surround yourself with people who lift you up and support you. Cultivate relationships with friends and family members who respect your boundaries and encourage you to be your best self. Building a strong support system can help you navigate the challenges of setting boundaries with toxic relationships and remind you of your inherent worth. In the journey to self-acceptance, setting boundaries with toxic relationships is a crucial step. By recognizing the signs of toxicity, communicating assertively, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can create a life filled with love, respect, and acceptance. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect, and it's up to you to create the relationships that support your growth and well-being. Cultivating healthy communication. In the journey to self-acceptance, cultivating healthy communication is essential for women to truly embrace themselves and their reflections in the mirror. Communication is not only about the words we speak, but also the way we express ourselves through body language, tone, and gestures. When we communicate effectively with ourselves and others, we create a foundation of trust, understanding, and empathy that is crucial for personal growth and self-acceptance. One key aspect of cultivating healthy communication is learning to listen to our own inner voice. Many women struggle with negative self-talk and criticism, which can hinder their ability to see themselves in a positive light. By practicing self-compassion and actively challenging negative thoughts, women can begin to shift their internal dialogue towards one of self-love and acceptance. This process of self-reflection and introspection is essential for building a strong and positive relationship with oneself. In addition to listening to our own inner voice, it is important for women to communicate openly and honestly with others. This means expressing our thoughts, feelings, and needs in a clear and assertive manner, while also being receptive to feedback and different perspectives. By fostering open and honest communication in our relationships, we can create a supportive and validating environment that allows us to be our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. Another crucial aspect of cultivating healthy communication is setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting our emotional and mental well-being, and for maintaining healthy relationships with others. By clearly defining our limits and communicating them to others, we can prevent misunderstandings, conflicts, and resentment, and ensure that our needs and values are respected. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care and self-respect that is vital for women on their journey to self-acceptance. In conclusion, cultivating healthy communication is a fundamental aspect of the journey to self-acceptance for women. By listening to our own inner voice, communicating openly and honestly with others, and setting boundaries, we can create a supportive and empowering environment that allows us to embrace ourselves and our reflections in the mirror. When we communicate with love, compassion, and authenticity, we can build strong and fulfilling relationships with ourselves and others, and truly become the women we were meant to be.